You ever find yourself at night finally engaging in a leisure activity you enjoy and consequently finding it hard to get to sleep? That's called revenge bedtime procrastination. Welcome to the Procrastination Unchallenge, where each day I give you a little mini experiment to try to shift your dynamics with procrastination. I'm Dr. Rebecca Block, neuroaffirming executive function coach, author, and researcher. So, like other forms of procrastination, revenge bedtime procrastination is a stress response. In this case, generally to feeling like your whole day was stressful, filled with obligations, and didn't have the chance for any kind of leisure, relaxation, or enjoyment of your activities and choices. So since revenge procrastination can be a little tricky, I've got a few options for mini experiments for you. Option 1 is, how could you make going to bed itself actually feel like the pleasurable, delightful thing you are looking forward to, rather than an obligation you want to postpone, because it means that the next day you're right back into a day of stresses, and because sleep itself feels like a thing you're supposed to do. So this might look like making the sheets ones you're particularly excited about, the pillow something nice sounds in the room, maybe some essential oils that you like. It also might look like scheduling the first thing you do in the morning to be an activity you are excited to wake up and do, rather than something that is an obligation, and making sure that you have the time to be able to do that because you went to bed on time. Option 2 for a mini experiment is to shift what you are doing as your just before bed leisure activity to something that's a little bit more conducive to winding down and getting sleepy. So if currently it involves getting in bed and then pulling up a screen, can you shift that for something that is about maybe listening to a calming audiobook, or a guided meditation, or some peaceful music, or reading something that's not on a screen, something that maybe makes it a little bit easier to relax and wind down at the end of the day, and a little bit less likely to feel so stimulated that it's hard to stop doing it. Finally, the third option for a mini experiment to help with revenge bedtime procrastination is that, because it's happening in response to feeling like your whole day was just a series of obligations, see if you can shift something about the way you're organizing your day. So can you intersperse, kind of like with the task bowl example we have on a previous day, some fun activities, some leisure activities into and in between some of the other obligatory activities in your day? Or if you can't do that, can you shift some of your mental framing about the activities you are doing during the day from obligations to instead choices you're making because there's something you want, right? I'm choosing to go to this long shift at my job because I want XYZ money to be able to pay for these bills, because I want to be able to live in this apartment or with these family members or help do this thing. When we reframe our chosen activities as choices that are giving us something we want, it can sometimes help release that feeling of obligation that's dogging us throughout the day and make it a little bit easier to be willing to go to sleep at night. Finally, a small caveat. Although I am Dr. Block, I am not a sleep doctor. So if you think that you might have a sleep disorder, please go see somebody that specializes in that to get you the help that will actually most support you.